Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Ace Attorney Investigations. Miles Edgeworth. We started Turnabout Reminiscence. Uh, Last episode. We're now in the past. Von Karma's is still alive and is our daddy. And then we have a little sister, uh, Francisca, which is it's something. It's something. All right. Oh, now okay. Yeah, we're going to an argument with what was her name? Callisto. You. You, Callisto. The the defense attorney that laughs at everything Edgeworth does. Okay, let me just adjust a few things. Okay, I think we're good. Okay. Gumshoe's motive. It was about a week ago. I saw the detective get chewed out by a livid Faraday in front of the precinct. He stood there super pale as Mr. Faraday yelled, "That's a salary cut for you, nitwit." A brand new detective suddenly getting his salary cut. That's reason enough for a grudge. Well, how's that for a perfect explanation? Let me just put on some chopsticks. You totally misunderstand me, pal. No matter how mad I get, I could never hold a grudge. Quiet. Unless you want me to pull out my gat. We can't trust anything you say. Sir, please. There's nothing wrong with the motive she proposed, per se. But there are some gaps in her logic that needs to be filled in. Misuse perfect explanation. May not be so perfect after all. Hell yeah, everyone's wrong except for Edgeworth. That's how the game goes. Okay, a week ago. A week ago? Then you and Detective Gumshoe are acquaintances? No way. No way. I only met him in person today. Then how did you know about Detective Gumshoe? Oh, I've seen him around before. Oh, my health. Oh my gosh. Well, I did say... Okay, I think we're fine right now. I'll save after... Oops. After all the pressing. I saw the detective get chewed out by a livid Faraday in front of the precinct. Mr. Faraday was upset? Yeah, you know what else? Mr. Faraday isn't exactly known to get... Gosh, so burpy. Isn't exactly known to get angry often. But there he was, totally beet red in the face. And the offending detective just stood there, pale as a ghost, like he was about to die. Oh, hold on. Okay. Just like the face he's making now, right? Oh, I'm completely innocent, I tell you. The poor man. It was quite the scene with a detective. So the super pale as Miss Freddy yelled, "That's a salary cut for you." You just stood there watching this unfold in front of you? Yeah, I have to say, it was really enjoyable too. But that's when I saw Detective Gumshoe earlier. I knew to steer clear of him. No, no way. I thought it was because I had something stuck on my face, like this piece of tape. But you do! Huh? What I got stuck on my face? Let's start with your eyes, nose, mouth. Oh, and those ridiculous eyebrows. Damn. Ah, my eyebrows. I can't really see them from here. Oh my gosh, please stop laughing. Oh man, messing with your head is just too much fun. Miss you, if you don't mind, I'd like to return to your testimony now. Sure, why not? Great detective suddenly get his salary cut. That's reason enough for a grudge. To cut a new detective's salary right off the bat like that? I'm not really familiar with the way you guys relate, but is that a common practice? Speaking of my salary, didn't you threaten to do that to me earlier too? I suppose I did. It's only natural to cut a worthless detective's salary down to their actual worth. My father can even fire anyone new or old with a snap of his finger. Do you think maybe that reason enough for detectives to hate you people? Well, I guess. They really shouldn't cut people's pay. That was a terrible voice for Dad. I'm sorry, but the mic quality is kind of awful, and I can't get my voice to be that deep enough. And I have allergies, so this is awful. The worst triple whammy. Detective Bad, don't tell me Mr. Von Karma cut your salary earlier. Well, how's that for the perfect explanation? Oh, I don't know. Let me see. You call your explanation perfect? Haha, it's not to your liking? No. Unfortunately for you, it's just not up to my standards. Oh, is there something you want me to clarify in that case? What should I do? Should I raise an objection? Well, of course, but we'll save. So, cut. Okay. Let's erase it. Alright, if you could clear this one thing up for me. How Mr. Faraday was killed. Motive for killing Mr. Rell. Faraday and Gumshoe relation. Okay, I think she already explained that. I think we already know how Mr. Faraday died. Pretty sure. Faraday. Faraday died of a knife stab. It's gotta be the motive for killing Mr. Rell. I understand Detective Gumshoe's potential motive for killing Mr. Faraday. However, what about his motive for killing Mr. Rell? His motive for killing Rell? Like I would know. If there was no clear motive for both of the murders, then I doubt this incident would have occurred, wouldn't you agree? Is there anyone else who might have had a grudge against either of the two men? Or should we look into that ourselves here? Oh, in that case, I have absolutely no idea. What? Well, that's impossible. She must know something. Wait. Ha ha ha. Okay. I'm not gonna keep fake laughing. Can you please not glare at me like that? It makes me laugh. Ugh. I didn't even do anything, and you're already laughing away. Well, anyway, the way I see it, as long as he had a motive to kill one of the two, this crime would have played out the way it did anyway. Oh? Would you care to explain your logic? And this time, please try to provide a truly perfect explanation. Perfect this, perfect that. Stop being so uptight, or it's that a requisite trait for being a Von Karma. Miles Edgeworth, I demand that you shut this woman up. I wish you both be quiet for just 1 second. Oh well, I guess I'll just have to explain it to you kids. Argument, motive to kill the men. There's no one out there with a motive to kill both Mr. Faraday and Mr. Rell. All you really have to establish is that someone had a grudge against one of the two men. Mr. Rell, who happened to be there, became a witness to Mr. Faraday's murder. Therefore, he was killed out of necessity and set up to look like they had killed each other. Uh-oh. I wonder if that's really true. Is there no one out there with a grudge against both men? I should take another hard look at the evidence for this morning's case. The second KG8 incident, as people are calling it, involving an embassy staff member and the two men who both wound up as suspects in the case. Is there someone else I'm overlooking who is somehow related to them? Rabiotto. There's no one out there with the motive to kill both Mr. Faraday and Mr. Rell. No, what about Manny? I mean, I feel like this is like that's the only thing I have to present here, but we'll press everything just to see. So there is no one else who might have had a grudge against both Mr. Faraday and Mr. Rill. I suppose no one is a bit out of stretch, but I'm pretty sure no one like that was here in this courthouse today. She's lying through her teeth. We just saw someone like that here earlier. Besides, you don't need to prove that the killer had a grudge against both men. All you really have to establish is that someone else had a grudge against the other two men. Okay. Someone with a grudge against one of the men. In that case, aren't there plenty of other people who fit the bill? Sure, after all, who doesn't garner scorn from another simply by being alive? But the only one who held a grudge and acted upon it by killing was Detective Gumshoe. Ugh. Furthermore, Mr. Rowe that happened to be there became a witness to Mr. Faraday's murder. So you're saying that he was basically silenced? Aren't you glad you managed to avoid the same fate, Your Honor? Why, if you had been the one to witness the blood-covered detective... Oh, the judge is here, I forgot. What? Detective Gumshoe? You would kill even me? Well, I feel like I should man. Detective Gumshoe, you would kill... Oh my gosh. I hate this. I'll figure it out on the way. What, sir? I could never do something as terrible as that, Your Honor. There's no need for even a second of deliberation. Oh, okay. Your Honor, take a look around. We are not in court right now. It would be greatly appreciated if you, fucking leave the room. If you would stay here with us in reality. Ugh, please forgive me. I know not what I do. And you, Miss you, hurry up and continue with your testimony. If you fail to do so, I will whip you into shape. Haha, that's nice. Sounds kind of like fun, actually. Like fun. Anyway, Detective Gumshoe had to erase the witness, Mr. Well. Therefore, he was killed out of necessity instead of to look like he had killed each other. I didn't do it, pal. No hard feelings, but I don't think we can take the word of a criminal seriously. Oh. But I can't even begin to think of ways to set up a crime scene. I suppose you do lack the necessary tactical mind required to do such a thing. Why do you have to kick a man when he's down, pal? Haha, you should have put yourself down, Detective. You're a big boy. I bet you thought it all up by yourself, right? Yeah, that's right, sir. And I worked real hard at it too. I think this proves one thing about the detective. He has the mental acuity of a worm. I have to admit, her explanation makes sense. However, there's also something she overlooked in her testimony. I should present that piece of evidence and see if I can't make her see the truth. I'm gonna save because I am scared of losing health. Good. Okay. I'm just gonna present the newspaper here. I knew it. Miss Yu, I believe there is someone you overlooked in making your statement. Or rather, is it because you rather not bring this person up? What do you mean? We are looking for someone with a reason to kill both Mr. Faraday and Mr. Rell. I can think of at least one person that fits the bill. He was a suspect in the original KG8 incident, and a member of the Codopian Embassy staff, Mr. Manny Cochin. That's right, the very man who came to visit you earlier out in the hallway. The man who killed a member of the Codopian Embassy staff, Mr. Rell, and the man who was the lead prosecutor of the KG8 incident, Mr. Faraday. Are you telling me that Mr. Cochin has no reason at all to kill both of these men? Well, I suppose he might have a reason or two. You covered for me, pal. I think I'm gonna be your best friend. Maybe you're not such a bad guy after all, pal. Don't get ahead of yourself. I've yet to make all salary cuts in the upcoming years. You're still a suspect, make no mistake about that. The perfect evidence, the perfect testimony, these are the only things I wish to hold. But I didn't do it. You will stay under my authority and go investigate Mr. Manny Cochin for me, even though you are a suspect. And remember, oh shit, okay. Uh-oh. No. So you want to investigate Cochin? You just be wasting your time. And why is that? Because I have a gun right here. Cochin was up in the viewing gallery, watching the trial, or so I was told. Every cop in this place has been keeping an eye on the guy since he arrived. Then the only real suspect we have is still Detective Gumshoe. I suppose so. Oh wait, come on, Detective Bad. You gotta believe me, sir. I really was in that hallway the whole time, sir. I never took a single step into this room, sir. Okay then, are you saying there was someone else who passed through the hallway? No, there was no one else, sir. Then why should I believe you didn't do it? That is one incredibly foolish detective, standing right in front of a crime scene all by himself. It is as good as a confession of guilt. I have to admit, it's a bit strange. Most criminals will fabricate some sort of lie to escape their crimes, and if that detective really wanted to prove that he is innocent, you'd think he would at the very least offer up, "I spaced out while on duty," or the like. Come on, Gumshoe, time for your interrogation. Detective Bad. Miles Edgeworth, I will go on ahead and report this to Papa. And that, as they say, is that, right everyone? Ho ho ho. Judge, you get the fuck back to the chambers. Well, I suppose we should both be getting back to our real jobs now, huh? Oh, no. Before we do, Miss Yu, there is something I'd like to speak with you about. What is it? Oh, I was just pressing up. Okay, well, let's talk. Oh, okay. I did not mean to run out the room. Wait, hey, wait, Edgeworth? Where are you off to? Aren't you the one who wanted to talk? Oh, yes, sorry about that. Alright, sorry. So, what did you want to ask me about? KG8 incident. The current case of the murdered Codopian Embassy staff member. Can I... Why we gotta say the whole thing? Okay, what if I do CESM? So CCM. That's it. I don't know. Fuck. I've heard that people have begun calling it the second KG8 incident. Only among you law enforcement types. And what about it? I'd like for you to tell me everything you know about the original KG-8 incident. I'm afraid I can't help you. I don't know anything beyond what was reported in the papers. No, I believe you know much more, since you are directly tied to the KG-8 incident. I'd appreciate it if you stop with the false accusations. Baseless outbursts are useless both inside and outside the courtroom, don't you know? I do, but I also know that I do have a leg to stand up here. Think you can stop making that ultra-serious face in front of me? Yuck! If you could please stop laughing for just 1 second. I'm not going to make any headway like this. I'm just going to have to show her exactly how related to the KG-8 incident she is. Oh, okay. Well, is she on here? CCU. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Miss you. I believe that I have proof of your connection to the KG-8 incident. That file is your proof? Very well then. Why don't you tell me exactly how I'm related to the KG-8 incident? Through the suspect, through the victim, through the lead prosecutor. It was the victim, I'm pretty sure. The victim, Miss CCU. Okay. Your connection to the KG-8 incident is through the victim. Sorry, let me just do this. I think? No, this is fine. Okay. The victim's name is CCU. You will note that she has the same last name as you. Can you really still tell me with a straight face that you are not related to this case? Sorry, but we're not related. Nani? Just kidding. Okay. You asked that question with such a serious look on your face that I couldn't help but... Come on. Nah. Miss you, I ask that you please tell me the truth. Alright, I'll tell you everything I know. Alright, the incident. As you guessed, the one who reported the smuggling activities of the Amano group... Ooh. Excuse me. Was my sister, CCU. As I thought. And she was killed right before she was to testify at the impending trial by Manny Cochin. But because he was tried once and was acquitted, he gets to live the rest of his cushy life completely carefree. Oh, wait, do I have her profile? CCU? Now it's Calistio. Oh my gosh, look at her face. Sorry, I don't know why it's so funny. Sorry, their heads were just so tiny. All because of a lack of evidence. Now, I heard that the evidence to convict him did exist. What? I heard it from Mr. Faraday himself after Mr. Cochin's trial was over. Apparently, a man in black made off with the most important piece of evidence. Then, the evidence has been tampered with? Not that I will ever do anything like that. Isn't it just like a criminal to do something like that? Oh, not me. The smuggling ring has been run out of the Amano group by one of its secretaries. They bailed Mr. Cochin out. Turns out they were in leagues with each other all along. How big was that smuggling ring? Was it a large operation? I don't really know, which is why I wanted to become the lead defense on this case that people are calling the second KG-8 incident. But I haven't learned anything new at all. I was probably expecting too much, I know. You mean you think this case has nothing to do with the smuggling ring? I don't know what to think. Manny Cochin. Why did Mr. Cochin want to meet with you earlier? Actually, he came to watch the trial. Apparently, he only found out that I was the defense lawyer on this case after he arrived. He figured he should say hi or one other thing. Looks like he couldn't resolve anything this time either. too bad. What's that supposed to mean? Yeah. Oh boy, stop it with a scary face already. I'm fine, really. I gave him a good slap across the face. The way she talks about slapping him as she laughs away is kind of creepy. But it's just as Mr. Bad said, he's not related to the double murder. I asked around and people in the gallery claimed that he was in his seat the entire time. Talk about cruel fate. Well, this is about all I know. Haha, sorry. Guess I wasn't much help, huh? That's not true. I'm sorry I made you recall such a painful time in your life. Hee ha ha. Edgeworth, you really are too serious for your own good. You really need to learn to relax. We wouldn't want you to die of stress, would we? Thank you for the advice, but there is no need to worry. My hair is already gray. I work in my own way, and I will catch this criminal in my own way as well. You'll see. Hee ha. Look at you with your game face on, ready to go. I'm making no such face. Did you know laughter is the best medicine, Edgeworth? Don't you get tired of making such a serious face all the time? I'm charged with making sure that all the criminals of this world are found guilty. I have no need for laughter. There you go, making that face again. Oh well. I've got to get going. I still have a few loose ends I need to tie up. I'll walk right through you. Excuse me. I'm gonna take a sip. Oh, I love water. The KG8 incident and this murder investigation. It is my belief that these two cases are related to each other somehow. Plus, that Detective Gumshoe. It's obvious he's lying, even though the lie is hurting his chances. Clearly this case is far from over, but whether or not the detective is the murderer can only be determined once I completed my perfect investigation. Mr. Von Karma, I swear to uphold your honorable name, or my name isn't Miles Edgeworth. There's gonna be a 2, but continued? Yep. I gotta impress Daddy. Alright, save. Where are we at? We're at almost 30 minutes. Okay. Oh my gosh, please. There we go. Oh, Daddy! September 10th, 4:45 p.m., District Court's 3rd floor lobby. What happened to the sink? Why is that officer laying in the couch? Okay. These are very, a very efficient police force. Sir, what is to become of the trial into the Kodopian embassy staff member's murder? Indeed, since both the suspect and the prosecutor are now dead. Schnapp. The case will be dismissed. In other words, the trial ends here prematurely. Huh. Looks like you have to wait just a little just a bit longer for your big debut. I suppose it can't be helped. The world is not ready for an Edgeworth just yet. The evidence for this trial will be transferred to you in a little while. Sir, what do you think about the murder of the member? And the murders of Mr. Faraday and Rel? What an outrageous circus it has all become. That Faraday brought it all upon himself with his naivete. An outrageous circus? Right, sir. I grow weary of this topic, Edgeworth. I will have you assigned to a different case. Papa, you'll come and watch my courtroom debate next, won't you? I'll consider it. Oh, wow. Oh, amazing father. I love the best dad. Man, Edgeworth has the best family right now. This is awesome. Sir, if I may, please allow me to continue with my investigation. Whatever for? I know that there is already a suspect in the murder of Mr. Faraday and Mr. Rel. However, there is not enough evidence to prove that it was he who committed the crime. I'd like to continue investigating in order to find the perfect proof of his guilt. The perfect proof? Don't make me laugh, son. A worthless person like you has no right to claim such a thing as perfection. Father, please. Papa? Who do you think is the real culprit behind these murders? Miles and I, we're competing to see who can find the real killer first. Plus, being able to investigate a real crime scene is a really rare opportunity. It would give us some kind of real-life experience, wouldn't you agree? If you want to investigate this case that much, then do as you wish. I don't really care about any of you. Then you're allowing us to continue? In court, your top priority is to win, and a solid investigation is one of the keys to winning. We have to make sure. Oh, he's actually German too, isn't he? Huh. Damn, I probably should have given him a German accent this whole time, huh? I can't do a deep German voice. This is already hard enough. Alright, we'll just pretend that the mother is German. Yeah. Oh, I guess let me just try this. We have to make sure you become recognized as a I can't. Nope, I can't. The mother's German. That's my headcanon. Become recognized as a first-rate prosecutor, don't we? It wouldn't be very interesting otherwise. I'm returning home now. Edgeworth, Francisca, see to it I'm not disturbed. Save forward the results of your competition. Yes, sir. Of course, Papa. Francisca, thank you. What are you thanking me for? Your logic earlier was built on that scruffy detective's lie. That means that the competition is still on. Yes, just as you wished. I couldn't let you get off so easily. Now then, let's see how well you fare on the investigation from here, Miles Edgeworth. I know I don't have enough information yet, so my first order of business will be to question anyone involved with this case. You're gonna follow me? Help! There's a child following me! So, did I get that profile on the CCUU? No. Okay. Let's talk to Francisca right now. Yes, what is it? Today's trial. It feels like there's a whole backside to this case we're not seeing. And here we had thought that it was a case where the two men had killed each other. We're lacking in information. And as of on karma, I can hardly call this a perfect investigation. Indeed, it is as you say. Ak, I can't believe we agree on something. Just what is so revolting about agreeing? Anyway, our first move should be to speak with everyone related to this case. Indeed, even if you had not said it, I was planning to do so anyway. Ah! What was that lash for? Check this out, I have a badge and you don't. Do you think that... Do you think... Oh, fuck. That's what this is. Okay. Okay, I think so. I think I got it. Okay. Do you think you can win this competition by simply showing that to me? Not at all, in fact. I was planning to thank you. I wouldn't be a prosecutor today without you and your father. Who is actually my father now, but sure. I didn't really do much. You became a prosecutor first, that's all. But just you wait and see, Miles Edgeworth. Very soon I'll be a prosecutor. Good, then we can both send criminals away together as colleagues. But you can be sure that I will always get more convictions than you. It's almost cute that she's going this far to insist she'll always win. Almost. Let's take a look at the evidence. The KG8 incident, huh? The defendant was acquitted in that case, but I don't think we've seen the last of it. Okay. The fact that he was acquitted of on a lack of evidence is just revolting. It's inexcusable. Well, if it was my papa, he would have been found guilty in 3 minutes flat. Indeed. we should do well to watch and study more from our mentor slash father, so that we may secure a conviction for all those who we. Oh my gosh, I'm bumbling right now. For all those we try, that will be our rule. What's all this we business? Don't lump me in with you, Miles. Any suspect I come across will confess everything to me before we've even reached the trial. I'll show you exactly who is the superior prosecutor. Clearly only one of us is playing to win here. Oh no! Oh, my finger's way bigger than your finger. I was wondering what you think of this piece of evidence. Asking people for help is breaking the rules, Miles. As I said earlier, this is a competition, a battle of wits. That is a Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle category right there. Very specific joke. If you want to ask someone for an opinion, you should start with yourself. In other words, you have no real opinions about this piece of evidence, do you? Handgun. It's one of the weapons of this case. I pity Mr. Faraday. It's bad enough to be killed with evidence that he prepared himself, but to also be killed in a courthouse of all places, and right in the middle of one of the trials he was running too. It just goes to show that nothing in life is predictable. So, is she gonna say the same thing? Okay. The crime scene notes. Okay, same thing. The pen. Okay. The blood bag. I'm really so glad I have a sister like you. Alright, let's look at the seats, right? Can I examine them? Well, I guess we can talk to, Cece here. Well, not Cece, you. Callisto. You. Okay. You. Just you. Miss you. Oh, it's you, Edgeworth. And who are you? Wait, you were at the crime scene just now, weren't you? You're the 13-year-old at the crime scene, right? She's 13. Yeah, 13. Who the hell lets a 13-year-old in a crime scene? You should be disbarred for not knowing who I am. I am Franziska von Karma, and I'm about to become the successor to the family's name. About to? I guess that means that for now you're still just another kid. In which case, it's only natural that I didn't know who you are. Why are you whipping me? Anyway, it looks like they're planning to hold the evidence a bit longer. Is there one thing I can't if there's one thing I can't stand, it's waiting. I'm terribly sorry, but I have but a few more questions to ask of you. Look at you, eyebrows scrunched with lines on your forehead. And to ask of you. What exactly is so funny? Sorry, I'm just bad at dealing with a super serious atmosphere. Apparently they failed to teach you proper behavior at a crime scene in law school. Wahoo! I feel much better now. So what is it you want to talk about? I'd like to inquire as to where you were at the time of the murder. We were in the defendant lobby number 1. The whole time up until we heard the gunshot. And by we, I mean Mr. Bad. If you don't believe me, feel free to ask him yourself. So, Burby, you were with Detective Bad? Why? We had a little something to discuss, that's all. Detective Bad? How bad is he? So I take it that you are acquaintances with Detective Bad. Yeah, he was the detective in charge of the KJ incident. Detective Bad is also related to that incident? That's right. He was the one who was supposed to protect my sister Cece, but he fucking failed and let her die. But you know how that turned out, don't you, Edgeworth? Miles Edgeworth, I have no idea of what you two are talking about. I've heard of the KG8 incident from my papa. But how does that case relate to you, Miss Yu? The victim of that case, CCU, was my little sister. Haha, you're making that super serious face again. I'm fine, really. I just make it a point to rub some more salt in his wounded pride every time I see him. The way she talks about doing that as she laughs away is kind of creepy. Oh, speaking of Mr. Bad, he and Mr. Faraday, I'd say they met up just about every single time the Yada made a move. It was practically a given that the two would meet up at every one of the crime scenes. I see. Did he mention that he is in charge of the Yada investigation earlier? Maybe I should ask her what she knows about the Yada in more detail. Yada da do. Time of the murder. You claim that at the time of the murder you were with Detective Bad. But don't you lawyers usually discuss the trial with your clients during a recess? We do, and that's what I was planning to do. But Mr. Faraday was being rather threatening, and he dragged Mr. Rell away. After that, Mr. Bad came into lobby number 1, so we just stayed there and talked. And what did you talk with Detective Bad about? Nothing interesting. I just insulted him some. Talked about how the trial was going, and then I insulted him some more. Bloody. When she's not laughing, her mouth seemingly spews nothing but insults. Anyway, Mr. Bad and I were in defendant lobby number 1 when the murder occurred, so I really can't tell you anything about the hallway or lobby number 2. I see. Mackerel. I'd like to ask you a few questions about your client, Mr. Mackerel. Now, your client first claimed to be the Yada, is that correct? Yeah. Once I heard that it was the Yada Garasu that made off with the evidence from KG8, I began to ask Mr. Rell all sorts of questions, but to no avail. Turns out, Mr. Rell was not the Yada, he had just made that up. He made it up? Mr. Rell's crime was caught on tape by the security cameras, but there's no footage of him sneaking into the Kodopian embassy itself. Hold on for just 1 second. Then you mean to say that you knew that he was not the real Yada? And that he was just another cold-blooded killer? And you were ready to defend him? Yes, that's right. I see. So defense lawyer is actually just someone whose job is to cover for criminals. Damn. That's why defense lawyers are so detestable. Why they are no match for us von Karmas. I don't believe it. You're serious. Why don't you save that face for someone really worth being serious about? And Edgeworth, do you remember what I said earlier? I have my own agenda. I'm still on the hunt for leads regarding the KG8 incident, alright? And for that, you have not a single qualm about defending the known killer? Don't put words into my mouth. I said no such thing. Well, I'm pretty sure defense lawyers are supposed to make sure that their clients do get a fair trial. That's, I believe so. So, you know, I think it's like not actually covering for the clients. Well, at least here in America, I believe. I don't think they do that in other countries. Maybe. I don't know. I know nothing. The only way I had to get close to Mr. Rell was to be his lawyer. I had no intention of covering for him either, ever. So don't you dare suggest I was going to. I'm sorry. Forgive my rashness. Yada. Miss Yu, I was wondering if you could tell me about the Yadagarasu. The Yadagarasu, huh? I don't really know much about that character myself, but I do get a lot of consultation requests from companies to defend them. Requests from companies? The Yada isn't some petty thief out for money, you know. Alright then, perhaps the Yadagarasu is in the business of stealing people's lives. You fucking stupid kid. You're not very funny or witty, are you, little Miss Von Karma? Francisca, be careful about who you whip. Choose carefully or we may be sued by... Okay. There, I chose carefully, just like you wanted. That just now was hilarious, little missy. Of course it was. What is wrong with these two women? Why does my pain give them delight? And so, in the end, what is the Yaragarasu? I have to say, I never even heard of this thief when I was in Germany. The Yara deals in information, namely in digging out dirt about backroom dealings and the likes of companies. The Yara is a vigilante who steals such info and then makes it public for all to see. Vigilante or not, this person sounds like just another criminal to me. I suppose you could put it that way too. But either way, I get a lot more clients now thanks to that thief. Sounds like Miss Yu is profiting nicely. I suppose I've gotten all I can out of Miss Yu. I should move on and speak with Detective Gumshoe now. Oh, hold on, let's check out this door. Okay, I lied. Let's check out this poster. Miles Edgeworth. Yes. What is the meaning of this bulletin board? Why are there so few trials posted? It would appear that the entire week is devoted to Mr. Rail's trial. Is the crime rate really that low in this country? Or maybe the police lack the proper motivation to get out there and catch the criminals? I'm afraid I can't comment on that. However, I can say that I have my doubts about the younger detectives. Sounds to me like they're in the need of a stricter hand. And I'll start my discipline regiment with that oh my gosh. With that pathetic, filthy-coated detective. Sigh. I feel bad for the big guy, and yet I can find no suitable reason to stop her. You, sir, what are you doing with that fountain? I can't stop the water, sir. Oh. That just reminded me of like a Lothario Dragon Ball Fighter shenanigan video where they're like doing the Broly voice and Broly does his usual catchers like, my power, it's rising, it's overflowing or something like that. And then they just like one of them said like, my sink, it's rising, it's overflowing. Sorry, those videos just cracked me up. I can't stop the water, sir. It's rising. It's overflowing. It seems that the man who was here earlier broke it by drinking from it too much. Oh, that's right. There was a man drinking so much water from there. Speaking of water, I'm gonna take a sip of mine. The water. Bunch of fools who pretended to not see the foolishly foolish actions of a foolish fool. Well then, why don't you lend the officer a hand? As if I should have anything to do with this. Besides, that water drinking fool's mouth is the thing that officer should be covering. Let's give that officer a description of the water guzzler later. She seems to have quite the grudge. It sounds to me like someone wanted a drink. Sorry, Francisco, I have no apple juice to give you. Oh, it's like the officer. Wow, this thing is so incredibly detailed, my inner modeling fanboy is impressed. I'm not exactly a fan of plastic models per se. They're not good for the environment. But even I can sense the superb quality of this model. I simply cannot comprehend how that man can feel so much love for such a trifle. Oh, I see. You are a disciple of my father and stepson, so you would do well to guard yourself against an interest in such an unproductive things. Yes, perhaps I should take up whipping people like the young lady over here. Got him. It's an incredibly detailed model, isn't it? I heard that it costs as much to make that as it costs to build the courthouse itself. What was the point of making such an expensive model? I felt the exact same way upon hearing it. Ugh, it's so hard to understand such... Oh my gosh. Oh, so burpy. I'm think I'm just drinking air as much as I am drinking water, which with each gulp, just air and water. It's so hard to understand such foolishness. Agreed. Alright, let's talk to this guy up here. Oh. What's the matter? What's the matter, officer? I've been standing here forever, sir, and I really need to go to the bathroom. Why don't you just make a quick trip? The nearest one isn't that far, is it? No, it's a short way down the hall beyond these doors, but I don't want to be blamed for anything that might happen while I'm gone. So I'm just gonna hold it. Perhaps Detective Gumshoe can be a positive influence on the force after all. What about this guy? Just taking on a job? Sir, nothing to report, sir. Okay. Is there no one who will make this man take responsibility for his action on the job? Looks like we have no choice but to report this to Papa. Then this guard can have fun in a waking nightmare after being awakened from his dream. Actually, let's not. I kind of feel sorry for him now. Shit! Oh, in the courtroom. Courtroom. Interesting. Why am I... Oh my gosh, I can go back up here. Let's take a look here. This must be the judge's desk. You can tell by the gavel sitting on top. I had a dream once that I was being squashed from above by this gavel. You're such a weakling, Miles Edgeworth. You have no idea how frightening it was. Oh, that's a nice callback to Phoenix's getting hit by the gavel. Oh, there's an examiner I saw. Was it? I guess. Oh, right here. It's the viewing gallery. This is where the riffraffs sit when they come to watch. It's situated at the same height as the judge's bench. I wonder if that's to represent the intense scrutiny of each and every case from all sides. Miles Edgeworth, are you or are you not man enough to stand up to all those eyes? What sort of... Of course I'm man enough. Motherfucking Miles Edgeworth. Nope. Something. Okay, same thing. This is where I'm gonna sit. Yeah, they're on the left side or the right side? I'm trying to remember the positions on the trilogy game, the first trilogy game. Are they on the... Francisca says this bench, so I think the prosecutor's on the left side. I'm pretty sure. Wait, no, it was Phoenix. Well, in the gameplay, Phoenix is on the left side. Fucking hell, I don't know anymore. I'll just take Francisca's word for it. Any day now, I'll be taking my rightful place behind this bench. By that time, I should already be standing here. It'd be downright disgraceful if I beat you to it, wouldn't it? If that were to happen, Francisco, I'll eat my cravat. This is where my future opponent and potential gay lover, Phoenix Wright, will stand here. It's the defense attorney's bench. I'd probably be standing on this side of the courtroom if that incident hadn't happened. What are you talking about? Lately, the more wrinkly your face becomes, the less I'm able to read what you're thinking. Well, I'll have you know, I don't have a single wrinkle upon my youthful brow. How old is Edgeworth? It sucks I can't see my own profile. He's gotta be like, what, 23? 22? What if I examine from this side? That's cool, we got to examine the witness stand. We haven't done that yet. Oh yes, here... I can't... Oh yeah, the witness stand where I will eventually be framed for murder. It's the witness stand. I'll make sure that each and every person that ever stands here will be found guilty. There are others besides the defendant that stand at this podium, you know. I don't care, just make sure you never end up standing at one of these. Or you'll be sorry. I'll keep that in mind. And then I'm still gonna let it happen. Oh, sorry. Do I have anything new to talk to Francisca about, or okay? All right, let's talk to Gumshoe, or maybe the officer. All right, Gumshoe it is. Detective Gumshoe. Hey, it's you, pal. You're here. Youch. As am I. I don't think you need to whip him to let him know that. I didn't do it, pal. I swear on my honor as a detective, I really didn't. Your words are useless. I place my trust only in the evidence, detective. Once the investigation is fully over, should we find out that you are the killer, there will be no mercy to be had for you. Have a heart, pal. Please, sir. But you're not worried, right? After all, you have nothing to worry about. If you really are innocent, that is. That's right. Hey pal, go on and do your perfect investigation and get the real killer from me, will you? I would have done so even had you not requested me to, detective. Motive for murder. So you and Mr. Faraday had a small meeting last week, did you? And what exactly did you do to make him so angry? I just asked Detective Bad the same thing myself, pal. Turns out he was mad at me because of my very first day as a detective. I reported in at my usual post instead of the Criminal Affairs Department. By the time I got down to Criminal Affairs, I was really late. And that's when he gave me that huge speech. I remember doing the same exact thing in elementary school. On the first day of school every year, I've always wind up going to my old classroom. How pathetic for the detective to be compared to a mere schoolchild. During the recess, you claim to be standing guard in front of the door to lobby number 2 of the recess. However, when did you receive the order to do so, and from whom? Earlier at around 3:20, and from Detective Bad, pal. Today's trial took a really crazy turn. So I was told to make sure nothing happened to Mr. Faraday. And yet something did happen to him, correct? It looks like it was a total waste of manpower to assign you to guard duty. Ow, your words sting worse than your whip, pal. So it was Detective Bad who ordered him to stand guard, huh? Next step. Now then, Detective Gumshoe, is there anything else you'd like to tell me? No, not a thing, pal. In that case, allow us to take a look at what you are carrying on your personage. Ah, wait, you can't do that. There's nothing of any particular value here. Well, my handcuffs and badge were confiscated by Detective Bad, so, you know. And what is that open envelope I see sticking out of your coat pocket? Ah, hands off, pal. Just show it to us already. Yo. Bonus? Oh, I'm gonna take that. Yoink. Annual bonus check within $5 total, except there is no check inside. You've had your look. Now give it back, pal. It's my first bonus as a brand new detective. I just got it and cashed it today. I had literally no cash on me until I did, you know. So that envelope is really special to me. Now give it back. You don't need rubbish like this. Don't worry. We'll throw it away for you later. How good you, sirs. Annual bonus envelope. Annual to $5. Damn. I'm sorry, but I need to take him in for questioning now. I want to take a look at the envelope. Detective Gumshoe's annual bonus of $5. Literally had no money on him until he cashed this. Annual bonus, that's crazy. Alright. I think I've asked him just about everything I needed to. No, wait. Since he became a suspect, there is one piece of evidence I should reconfirm. Officer, I ask that you wait a second. I still have one thing I'd like to reconfirm with Detective Gumshoe. Understood, but please make it brief, sir. Alright, I'm gone. I'm not gonna wait. I want to hear it from the horse's mouth. Oh, we're at the hour, the hour mark. Okay. I must confirm whether or not his testimony about when the crime occurred is the truth. I'll talk about the envelope first. A bonus of $5? Even for a new rookie detective, that's a bit low. But I can make it lower, and I will. Yeah, even though I just got promoted, I guess I caught the attention of the higher-ups. At that amount, I have preferred not to receive one at all. You just don't get it, pal. You don't get how great it is to feel... how great it feels to get your first bonus. I suppose not. I have yet to receive my own bonus as a prosecutor. Well, I received mine from my papa last December, like I do every year. That's not a bonus. That's a holiday gift. Which, I never got one, but whatever. I don't need one. Whatever you want to call it, Miles. Okay. I forgot what to reconfirm? The bag? I'd like to ask you a little about this. I'm not saying a beep pal, because I'm not the killer, okay? You misunderstand. I wasn't going to ask you about that. All I ever wanted to do was to become a detective, pal, so I never want to be a killer. It seems that he doesn't want to talk about anything unrelated to his predicament. Okay. I forgot what to ask him. I got caught up in the voices that I cannot exactly pay attention to what they're saying. The gun. Well, if you didn't say anything about the knife, you wouldn't really say anything about the gun, I assume. Okay, the testimony. You told me earlier that you heard no sound other than the gunshot out in the hallway. Is that correct? No mistake about it, pal. Then you are also claiming that no one passed through the hallway either. Is that also correct? Yup, not even a single ant passed through that hall while I was on duty. You do realize that the lie you're telling is not only making life more difficult for yourself. Ah, sir? Oh. But, it's true. I didn't see anyone go through the hallway, and I didn't hear anything else, pal. I bet the killer found a way to kill the two guys that's beyond what I can even imagine. So he intends to continue telling this ridiculous lie. But why would he do so, given the situation he's in? I believe a thorough investigation of the hallway in front of the defendant lobby is in order. Oh my gosh, you're gonna steal something from me. Ah, you. Oh, my balls! Oh my gosh. Let me take a sip. Yeah, I thought she was gonna pickpocket me. Nope, just a kick in the balls. Okay. Oh, fuck. My little Edgeworth. How am I ever gonna edge again? Oh, sorry. Rasp. Please. Fucking kids. Oh. How could you not have noticed that's coming? Ugh, my balls. Wasn't that the child that changed money from earlier? Thanks, that's exactly what I needed. Now, I'm here to repay you. Kids can sometimes be so cruel. It looks like she dropped something. Swiss roll. Is that an actual thing to consume? Maybe we should have arrested the girl. She might turn out to be a valuable lead. Let me look at this. Swiss roll dropped by the mysterious young girl. Says courthouse special on it. Yeah, it is.
Courthouse special Swiss rolls. Is this being sold somewhere on the premises? I don't recall seeing a restaurant of any sort in this courthouse. I somehow doubt you'll find junk food like this on a restaurant menu, Francisca.
Well then, where do you sell these things, huh?
A convenience store, I suppose.
Well, I'm sure there's no convenience store in this courthouse, Miles Edgeworth.
Yeah. Where in the world did this come from? Why did she kick me in the balls?
Alright, I'm done. Ugh. I believe some sort of punishment may need to be dealt the next time we meet. I believe I asked all that I need to of this man. Now for Detective Bad and the judge. We have to confirm who is correct, the judge or is that scruff face, right? I suppose we should inspect the hallway in front of lobby number 2 then next. Next then. I suppose so. Shall we head on over, Francisca? Now that my balls are feeling better, we can now investigate. Okay, we can go in there now. Sorry, detective. May I have a word with you, Detective Gumshoe? What in the world am I supposed to do, pal? I don't think he'll be... Oh, excuse me. I don't think he'll be of much use right now. Let's continue with the investigation. I suppose so. I propose we go and inspect the hallway he was standing guard in next. Okay, can we go in here now? Oh, this is the chamber. The courtroom. Let's talk to you again. Let's present the Swiss roll. Or the annual bonus envelope. Miss Yu, what do you think about this piece of evidence? Actually, Edgeworth, I'm interested in finding out what you think. Okay, yeah, I read this. You can pause if you want to read it again, but nope, not me. Well, please just skip it. Swiss roll. Okay, no one knows anything about the Swiss roll. Ooh, let me present this to our Francisca. She might have something to say about it. Notice anything? That scruff-face movements during the recess are really suspicious. Oh, I suppose you noticed it too then. Of course I did. Scruffy has given us a testimony that is nothing but harmful to himself. Normally criminals would tell the opposite type of a lie in an attempt to escape. Yes, that is exactly the same point I'm having trouble understanding. It seems that I need to expose what he was really up to during the recess. And to do that, I should head to the hallway where he was supposedly standing guard. I want a Swiss roll, Francisca. Okay. Envelope. Scruffy's annual bonus envelope? What a useless piece of evidence. Yes, well, obvious point aside, what do you think about the low amounts of money? A pathetic amount for a pathetic detective. I think it rather suits him. But don't you think it's a bit too low, even for an officer like him? By his pay, I can tell he's a fool that I never trust anything to. A foolish fool like him would only blotch my record with foolish mistakes. Well, not that it matters. I'll never have to work with that pathetic fool anyway. That was a bit harsh, even for you, Francisca, and a bit of foreshadowing. Okay, let's go on in to this room. Ah, we were in here. Okay. Number 10th District Court hallway.
So, did you see anything else? No, I don't think so. I see. Well, thanks for your cooperation. Oh, it's nothing. Just doing my duty as a defender of the law. That'll be all for now. I'll ask again if I have any other questions. Anytime, Detective. Now if you excuse me, I have to go change my adult diapers. I have a few loose ends I have to tie up. Oh, shit. Oh, you're that new prosecutor Mr. Von Karma recommended, right? My name is Miles Edgeworth, Your Honor. You'll see me a lot in the future, I assume.
And, me too. And I'm Manfred von Karma's daughter, Franziska von Karma. I'm set to become the successor to my genius father any day now, Your Honor.
I see, Mr. New Process.
Oh, okay. Alright, sure. Just skip through that. I don't care. I didn't care that I want to read that.
Ugh. I bit my tongue.
Are you alright, Your Honor? Please feel free to refer to me as just Miss von Karma, Your Honor. As for him... Oh, is that the joke? That Francisco's name is too long that he bit his tongue? Okay. That might be it. I wasn't too sure, but it sounds like... That sounds like what they're implying. As for him, just Edgeworth is fine. Apparently, I can't be called Edgeworth anymore because I can't edge anymore because my balls were kicked. Somebody doesn't feel that I'm worthy of a proper title.
Oh ho. Very well then, I shall call you Miss Von Karma and Mr. Prosecutor Edgeworth.
Your Honor, Mr. Edgeworth is fine, sir. Now, about your earlier testimony.
Yes, what about it, Mr. Edgeworth?
I would like to ask you a few questions about what exactly you saw.
Alright, after all, it's my duty to clarify my testimony as a defender of the law.
I greatly appreciate your cooperation, Your Honor. Now, the first thing I will need to do is figure out that detective's exact movements. Begin investigations. Let's go back here and see. Oh, I can't go back. Excuse me. Fire extinguisher. There are no signs that this fire extinguisher was used in the crime. If you could already tell from a distance, then why... then why are you wasting your time examining it? Francisco, let's not try to rush absolute genius.
Justice.
He's making a most ridiculous looking face. That may be, but at least he doesn't look like someone who would tell a lie on purpose. Oh, I really like that. Look at them. They're so cute. Look at that. Oh my gosh. I really do like the Von Karma family relationship right here. I suppose, but to a Von Karma, evidence is the only thing that carries any weight. I can't be the only one who doesn't think like Edgeworth is like, come on, he's adopted to their family. Come on. I don't know why they don't make that official. I mean, I guess I kind of do know why it's ultimately unnecessary, but I will stand by that. I think it would have been a little more interesting if they actually like acknowledged that, or you know, made it official. That's just me. I suppose, but to a Von Karma, evidence is the only thing that carries any weight. Of course, at any rate, this poster seems to be of no use to us right now. Okay, let's talk to Mr. Fingerprint. Have you found any suspicious fingerprints, officer?
Nope, just the fingerprints of those involved with the case, sir.
I guess we know all the players in this case then, huh? Oh, it's Francisco. It would appear that way, but I have the nagging feeling that we're missing something. And I suspect that's what we're missing. That what we're missing is hiding right here in this crime scene somewhere. Can I look at the door? Oh, hey, officer. Let me just talk to you from behind. Did you find something, officer?
I think there's a $5 bill back there. Come on, just a little more.
Is there no one working this crime scene who isn't a total waste of living tissue? Unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be a single person we can deem useful here. Oh, poor Gumshoe lost his dollar bill. His $5 bill. It doesn't look like there's anything contradictory left in this area. I suppose not. Perhaps I should check somewhere else. It would appear that this vending machine sells snacks and various other foods. A vending machine that sells courthouse special goods. A few sweet items are for sale. Like the Swiss roll. Just lovely. What will they think of next? Don't be a jerk in courts like these beef jerks. One packet for $9. Defendant's fresh milk. 1/2 pint for $7. Defendant's fresh milk? Oh, I get it, because Max Galactio drank milk. I get it. As much as I want to forget about that case. Stay neutral as the Swiss do until the end of these. For $6. They're awfully overpriced. The lineup is simply awful. Period. Speaking of snacks, I wonder if that sweet Swiss roll the little girl drop is from this machine. Yeah, Francisca. Can't you fucking read it? It's right there. I was wondering about that myself. Just look at the fucking vending machine. Okay, let's look at the hot dog. Oh, and look at my logic. I want to see what I have. Lobby number 2. No, we can climb that. Event machine. Okay, nothing I can connect right now. Hot dog. When you're in hot water, you might need a hot dog. For $7. It looks like this slogan was decided through a public contest. And the winner was Prosecutor Winston Payne. What a pathetic slogan. No presence at all. Now, if it was up to me, it would read, if you leave matters in Von Karma's hand, everyone in the courts will be found guilty dogs. Okay, I think, overruled. Cute. Beef jerky. Don't be a jerk in court like these beef jerks. I see. Okay, why does Francisco still have her adult voice? I feel like they could have had like a little child come into the booth and recorded a quick objection. But I guess she has a very deep voice even as a 13-year-old. Miles Edgeworth, wouldn't you agree that it's a very clever pun? Do you really think they put that much effort into the product name? Even a foolish fool could understand the foolish thinking of the fool who made it up. You acted so foolishly that I got so thoroughly mad and now am utterly famished. Now buy me a beef jerky now! If you wanted a pack of these, all you had to do was ask like a normal person. What is that? Ham sandwich? Don't let the prosecution and the defense team make a ham sandwich out of you. Uh-oh. It sounds like it's directed at that ham of a judge. Well, it certainly isn't directed at me. I can't outmaneuver him any day. Orange juice. When it's looking bad, blind your opposition with some OJ. Are they promoting violence? Don't worry, my whip will make sure that anybody following this advice won't be for long. Compared to the— oh my gosh, the blue text is hard to read. Compared to the sting of a whip, the sting of orange juice may not be so bad. Milk. Francisco, you need to drink this. Defendant's fresh milk. What exactly is that supposed to mean? Well, it sounds like a future circus man will be found guilty and has a milk addiction. Okay. I bet it means that the milk is freshly milked by various defendants on trial right now. No, I think it might mean that this was milked right here from the various defendants. Miles Edgeworth, you can't possibly be serious. Of course not. I don't want to drink any defendant's milk. Especially not feeling this is right with milk. Come on. Come on. Who do you think I am? Stay neutral as the Swiss do until the end of these. The end of what? Well, I assume it means the end of the trial. I suppose this means that one should eat these during a recess? You can't eat during a trial, so I suppose the only time you can eat them is now, huh? I wouldn't mind if you wanted to eat one now. They come in a packs of 2s after all. We're in the middle of an investigation. Besides, I don't have $6 on me. If you want, we can pool our money and buy a pack together. If I have to split it with you, then I don't want it. No, they're so cute. Alright, really? That's it? I didn't get any new something about this. Sweet roll dropped by the mysterious says coil special on it. Okay, do I examine this now? Special coils is what's being sold on the premise. I don't recall seeing. I somehow don't find a restaurant. Well, there's no convenience store in the car house. Okay. That's it, really? Alright. Guess we're done. Okay. I see a whole bunch of ants right there. I'm assuming those are ants. I won't rest. Shut the fuck up, Edgeworth. Oh, we can look down. Handprints? Cool. Okay, let's look at the other side of the building. The other building. I can look outside, however, I doubt the killer could have escaped through here. Of course not. This is the 3rd floor after all. It appears that bars were installed on this to prevent people from falling out. Bars? What's bars? These bars. Oh, starts beatboxing. Can you not see them from your vantage point? Whip. Oh, please. I already been kicked the balls today. I must remember not to bring up that taboo subject again. Wait, what? I didn't get it. I was too busy thinking about balls. However, I doubt the killers could escape through here. Of course not. This is the 3rd floor. It appears that the bars were installed on this to prevent people from falling out. Bars? What bars? Can you not see them from your vantage point? I just made fun of her height. Okay. I get it. Never bring up that taboo subject again. Okay. It changed, so... No, it's the same thing. Alright then. Alright, let's look at the cactus. Ugh! What's the matter? I pricked myself on one of these cactus's needle. I didn't think the needles on this thing would be so sharp. Well, what did you expect? Can you imagine how bad it would be if you were hit on the head by one of these? Anyway, this cactus seems to be unrelated to our case. Do you really think so? Because I believe that this cactus sitting on this windowsill is completely related. Okay, it is. Potted cactus sitting on the hallway windows. The hallway window's windowsill. It's needless. Its needles are dangerous. Okay, sure. Oh, well then, I look forward to an explanation on how exactly is it related. Excuse me. We got some red things here. What is this? It's a pink-colored piece of trash made of rubber? Pink piece of trash. Found on the windowsill of the hallway window, made of rubber. I feel like I've seen something like this before. Well, all I see is a piece of garbage. But you know, the fact that there is a litterer running loose inside this courthouse is simply unforgivable. Please don't whip me. It's not like it was I who littered. Rubbish belongs in a rubbish bin. Please stop. Ugh. Okay, let's look at the ants. The ants are hard at work carrying their food home. It's a marvel that they can pick up such comparatively large objects to their size. Well, if you want to carry the mighty Von Karma name and not be squashed under it, you better work extra hard, just like these ants. The same goes for you, Francisca. Okay, let's look at the ants again. The ants are hard at work carrying their food home. Got it. Okay, let's look at the bench. Ants are pouring out of the hole in this bench as well. I wonder if the insides of this bench consist of nothing but ants. Don't you dare continue with that gross line of thought. Ugh, I'm sorry. Okay, let's look at the ants down here. What are these black speckles? Francisca, you gotta be fucking kidding me. I believe it's a pile of ants eating away. Oh, that detective. He claims that not a single ant slipped by him. And yet here is a whole hill of them. Whip. Ow. What are you hitting me for? as a replacement for that pathetic detective. Ugh. Perhaps I should add this deduction to the detective's growing tab of pay cuts. Anyway, I wonder what the ants are eating. From the look and sweet smell of it, pieces of cake and chocolate from a Swiss roll. Found on the floor under the bench, a hill of ants are attracted to its sweet, sweet scent. Miles Edgeworth. The courthouse is to be kept pristine at all times. Whip. No! It wasn't me that dropped food on the ground. The courthouse must be kept clean! No. Okay, now let's look at the handprint. The dirt on this bench smells like some sort of sweet substance. I can't believe there is someone going around dirtying the courthouse for shame. Calm down, Francisca. Now take a good look. Doesn't this smudge look kinda like a handprint to you? I suppose it could be. Which means that perhaps we can lift the prints off the person who sullied this bench. I see. And then we'll know the identity of our mystery slub. You there, the lab technician. Could you please find out who this handprint belongs to? Yes, sir, yes, sir. Sorry, yes, sir, sorry. I got the results of the fingerprints analysis, sir. And, do we know who they belong to? What is that judge looking at? He's just off in his own world. Sir, their fingerprints belong to Detective Gumshoe. Oh, interesting. Good work, officer. For such an amazing work, I will not deduct your pay. Thank you, sir. Detective Gumshoe's fingerprints. And there you have it. Yes, I suppose so. Now we know the identity of the person who dirtied the bench. I sense that you and I will be using this information in very different ways. Okay, I think that's everything we got from here. Okay, let me look at the testimony, see if that's changed. Didn't hear... Okay, no. Okay, we did get fingerprints. Left on the hallway bench, black smudge emits the scent of sweet sugar. Okay, we can talk to the judge or the detective, but let me see if I can do some logic work or not. Lobby number 2 window. No human can climb through these barred windows. The scent of flowers is in the air. Okay. Window still cactus. Potted cactus sitting on the hallway windowsill. Needles so dangerous. A vending machine. Pink piece of trash. Made of rubber. Sweet rolled crumbs. Found on the floor underneath the bench. A hill of ants are attracted to its sweet scent. I think I can do the vending machine and the Swiss roll crumbs, but before that, I actually want to save. Or maybe I should talk to them. Okay, let me talk to the detective. Detective Bad, I have something I wish to inquire about. Hey, how about doing some actual work, you? I wish to inquire into Detective Gumshoe's movements during the recess. You're getting in the way of the investigation. I have an order from Mr. Von Karma himself. Plus, I still hold investigative authority. Detective Gumshoe. So I hear you were the one who called for Detective Gumshoe to calm down here. Faraday, that guy was just accused, you know? I just knew something was gonna happen. My detective's instinct told me. A lot of good it did you. You couldn't even protect one lone prosecutor with it. I'll fucking shoot you! Eek! Francisca, I think you need to apologize. Ugh, I'm sorry. I'm terribly sorry, Detective Bad. Please continue. He's about to shoot her. I used the phone on the first floor and called the precinct. I told them to send somebody over.
And that detective's the one that showed up.
And only upon his arrival did you set Detective Gumshoe to stand guard, Detective Bad.
Yeah, I waited for him on the first floor. After we got here, we came up on these defendants' lobbies together. As we entered this hallway, we ran into you. She told us that Faraday was really mad, and that he dragged Rel off to lobby number 2 to have a word or something. And that Faraday had said to not let anyone interrupt them. So what choice did I have? All I could do was tell the big lug to stand guard outside.
And around what time did all that take place?
Let's see. I think it was about 30 minutes before I heard the gunshot. After giving the big lug his assignment, he never left the hallway, not once.
Oh, and how can you make such a claim?
One of the guards out on this floor main lobby swore to me he didn't.
If that detective never left the hallway, then where did he disappear off to? Excuse me. Oh, that's simple. He must have gone into lobby number 2 just as I expected.
You and I, we were in lobby number 1 next door.
Me?
No, not you. You.
I don't get it.
The only one without an alibi is Gumshoe.
It would seem that I'm still missing some key pieces of information. The gunshot. Detective Bad, you also heard the gunshot, did you not?
Yeah, I heard it when I was in the defendant lobby number 1. That's why I came running towards the lobby number 2 together with you.
How much time elapsed between you hearing the gunshot and your arrival on the scene?
Less than a minute.
What were your movements upon hearing the gunshot?
I grabbed the big lug, who was just walking around in the hall, and raced into lobby number 2. And that's when we discovered the bodies, in that order.
That makes you the discoverer of the crime scene, right?
Yeah, I guess it does, little miss.
I am about to become a prosecutor very soon. You will treat me with the dignity I deserve or else. Did he just dodge? Let me take a sip. His voice is killing me.
You wave that thing around anymore, and I'll have you arrested for obstruction, little miss.
You wouldn't dare.
Ha ha. Just joking.
Ugh. Detective Bad is really something if he can make Francesca behave.
Are we about done?
Is there anything else I should ask him about? Time he heard the gunshot, places he heard the gunshot, situation around the gunshot. Interesting. Time he heard the gunshot, place he heard it. Well, we already established where and what time he heard it, but let's see the situation around the gunshot. I'd like to know a little more about the circumstances under which you heard the gunshot.
Like I said, I was in lobby number 1 with you.
Me?
No, not you. You.
I don't get it.
I have nothing else to add.
Well, his testimony certainly corroborates with what Miss Yu said. Miles, you already asked him about that, remember? I suppose I should ask about something else. Is there anything else I should ask him about? The place you heard it. Detective Bad, where were you when you heard the gunshot?
How many times are you going to ask that? I was in defendant lobby number 1 when I heard the gunshot.
It's exactly the same as what he said earlier when I asked. It's almost like that's his answer or something.
Now get out of here. You're getting in the way.
I'm not through questioning you yet. Okay, the time you heard it. I'd like for you to tell me the exact time you heard the gunshot.
It was around the end of the recess, and the trial was about to start again, I think. He was supposed to make time for himself to transfer the evidence he was holding. But I got the sense he wasn't gonna show for the handoff. So I figured I should go get him, or he'd be late. And just as I thought that, bang! The sound of a gunshot hit my eardrums.
So we heard the gunshot right before the trial was about to restart. Huh. Detective Bad's testimony.
Are we done here? I don't have any time to waste.
Let me read this. You heard the gunshot right before the trial was about to start again. Okay. Oh, come on. All you're doing is standing in front of this door doing nothing. I get the sense that he is somewhat investigating this crime scene. Or rather that he is keeping us under surveillance. But to what end? Detective Bad, may I ask that you cooperate with us for just a bit longer?
I don't have anything else to say. To the two of you, you guys were the ones who said you wanted to investigate in the first place.
Fine then, be obstinate. Obstinate? We'll just do as we please. Come on, Miles. You may no longer be willing to help us. However, I ask for the forensic scientist's cooperation.
Do as you like.
Okay, let's present something. The testimony.
It's just as I said. I have nothing further to add.
Are we at? Right, over an hour and a half. Okay.
But if there's one thing a detective honors, it's that you must have confidence in and take responsibility for anything you say. That's what it means to be a detective.
In other words, you're just another stubborn horse, aren't you, detective? They'll have fingerprints. Detective Bad, I'd like to ask you about this piece of evidence. Fuck you. What a narcissist. He'd rather look at his face than the evidence.
Don't trust your eyes all the time, little girl. I can see the evidence and keep an eye on the two of you with this mirror.
What? Then why don't you answer?
Because I got nothing to say. That's all.
Excuse me? Understood. Why couldn't he have just said that at the beginning? Swiss roll. Okay. A bonus. Alright. We're down here. Alright, now we should talk to the judge, maybe. Or maybe show something out from here. Maybe has something to say about the evidence. We'll see.
Faraday.
It sounds like you lost someone close to you.
He was a battle buddy. We fought through a lot together. A boy with a silver spoon in his mouth couldn't understand society's dark underbelly. Grr.
Although honestly, I suppose he's right. I don't have anyone I relate to in that way. Well, it's not as though I longed for someone like that, nor am I good at getting close. Okay. Okay, I don't think he's gonna say anything about the gun. But I'll do it anyway. Alright. Gotta take a sip.
Okay.
The KG8 incidents. I heard that you were involved in this case as well.
Yeah.
That's all you have to say?
It was an unpleasant case that I don't wish to recall. I've got a lot of regrets I'll never forget related to that. Regrets I'll take to the grave.
Does he really have that many regrets? On the other hand, thinking back on what I know, I suppose he just might. Take a look at my badge.
Does showing that off make you feel like a big, strong prosecutor?
Of course not. I was simply proving my title of prosecutor to you.
I see, but most prosecutors don't go around flaunting those things. It's like a detective walking around outside with his badge flashing in the sunlight. Show that off too much, and before you know it, you'll be elbow deep in angry criminals.
That would definitely be a problem. Good thing I don't wear it. Okay, guess we can now talk to the judge. Oh, can I see this? Examine this trash thing? No. Door? No. Okay, the judge. Your Honor, I'd like to ask you a few questions if you don't mind. Where were you at the time of the murder?
Do you suspect me of something?
No, nothing of the sort, Your Honor.
Well, if you do, I do have this pretty heavy gavel I can use to defend myself. Very well, you may continue with your testimony.
Your Honor, it's your testimony I'm after.
Oh,
Sorry, I'm just so used to being in the future in the trilogy games. Forgot this is an investigation thing.
oh, I had no idea you were chasing after me or my testimony.
I'm beginning to sense that I might want to avoid being in the trial run by this judge. It's almost as if I might lose all my cases as soon as that happens. Time of the murder.
Let's see here. Now then, how should I put this? When you get to be my age, you'll need to pay more frequent visits to the restroom. If you go take a look through the window at the end of this hall, you see a small window. That is the window to the men's restroom. In other words, you can see clearly into this hallway from the men's restroom. When I was going into the restroom, that detective shoot, is it?
What? Wait, was that the voice I was giving him? Damn, kind of forgot.
Well, he was standing in front of the red machine buying something from it. However, and this I couldn't believe, when I was about to exit the restroom, there was not a soul in the hallway anymore.
Your Honor, if you could please calm down and explain it to me rationally.
Oh, I'm really sorry. Please let me regain my composure. It was really suspicious. That's what my finely honed judge intuition said. Although, well, until the murder occurs, I just sort of brushed it off. Ho ho ho.
Apparently, this judge doesn't understand the concept of staying calm. The restroom window, huh? I wonder if you can really see the men's bathroom from that one to there. You can. I'm looking at it right now. Oh. Okay. Oh, that was Francisco saying that? Okay. I was not paying attention to the name. I demand that you show me this view at once. Edgeworth, put me on your shoulders now. I suspect that her height is limiting her ability to see. Why don't you stand on the little bench right there? That's probably all I'm going to find out from His Honor.
Mr. Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth, may I return to my other duties now?
Yes, I'm sorry to have held you up. Thank you for your cooperation, Your Honor.
Ho ho ho, anytime, Mr. Edgeworth, anytime.
I'm gonna change my diapers. Oh my gosh. The judges in this country seems rather friendly. Yes, if not a little wishy-washy. However, I hear that they are known to hand down very fair verdicts. Yes, that's exactly what they're known for. I already checked this area earlier, but I never heard you take another look. Look at the bathroom one more time. So that window on the other side belongs to the men's restroom. I can't see it. At your height, I'm not surprised. I guess short people have feelings too. Okay, I think we're done. Now we can maybe talk to forensics? Start with this one, bending over. Did you find something, officer? I think there's a $5 back there. Come on, just a little more. Okay, maybe this one? Have you found any suspicious fingerprints, officer? Nope, just the fingerprints of those involved with the case, sir. Guess it would appear that way, but I have a nagging feeling we're missing something. And the crime scene somewhere. Okay, I think now we can just put our logics together. So, cut. Okay. Logic. Okay, that's, lobby window number 2. Oh, it's not the window here. This is the window from the lobby where the crime scene was. Okay. Okay, vending machine. Okay, I'm gonna go with the vending machine and the Swiss roll crumbs. That seems to make the most sense. And my health is not back. That's great. These bits of chocolate and cake, could they have not come from a Swiss roll? A Swiss roll? Why would a courthouse sell a thing like that? It may not seem like the right venue, however, it is being sold right over there. Excuse me. The vending machine. Ah, I see. Stay neutral as the Swiss do until the end with these. 2 for $6. Talk about expensive. Well, even the fact that it's on the expensive side aside, the fact that the cake crumbs and the chocolate bits were found in this hallway suggests that they came from a Swiss roll that was purchased from this machine. I think I have a pretty clear picture of what happened here now. Naturally. After all, I'm here, aren't I? Detective Gumshoe must have sat on his bench as he ate a Swiss roll. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm making the Swiss roll levitate. Nah, I should have done his voice. Too late now. And as he ate, he dropped it on the floor and sullied the bench. Updated, okay. Ugh, how could he have not cleaned up after himself? How utterly despicable. Let me look at the evidence here. Left on the hallway bench, Detective Gumshoe apparently sat here as he ate a Swiss roll. Don't you dare whip me again. It wasn't I who made the mess in the first place. Oh my gosh, she was about to get that ready. Anyway, if it was indeed Detective Gumshoe who bought the Swiss roll, that creates a rather interesting contradiction of facts. A contradiction? Where? I think another look at the special courthouse vending machine is in order. Guess we gotta do something. I won't rest. Okay. Okay, you have to deduce. So, deduce what? This roll dropped by mysterious young girl says courthouse special on it. Left on the hallway bench, the detective sat here and he ate a Swiss roll. Am I supposed to deduce that there's supposed to be 2, or he says ate a Swiss roll? So where'd the other one go? Okay, I think that's it here. All right then, that's probably it. Ah, fuck you. I think there should be one. Do not anger me with a foolish game of semantics, Miles. Gork. Better look more carefully through this evidence once again. What am I supposed to deduce? If not the Swiss roll. Okay, I guess I'll deduce with this. Or, oh, maybe let's just put more logic together, huh? Hold on, let me see if I can logic something. Lobby number 2 window, pink piece of trash. Window still cactus. Made of rubber. I don't see how these relate. Okay, I think I'm supposed to deduce something here then. Okay, let me just deduce the Swiss rolls with the Swiss roll. Aw, fuck you. Damn. I don't know what to do now. Oh, okay, is it the envelope? Okay, I think it's the envelope. If it's not the envelope, then I'm gonna have to restart. Oh, there we go. About Detective Gumshoe's finances, he said that until this morning, he didn't have even a single penny on his personage. Just how poor is that guy? If his bonus really was only $5, then he should not have been able to purchase a pack of Swiss rolls. However, facts being as they are, we found cake crumbs on the floor. Meaning Scruffy must have bought a pack somehow. Indeed. That detective should not have been able to purchase a pack, yet he did. The question is how? Swiss roll updated. Swiss roll dropped by the mysterious young girl. It's priced at 2 for 6. Now, can I examine this? I can't believe they're selling Swiss rolls like these in vending machines these days. Yes, and I can't believe it's 6 for $2. I mean, 6 for 2. $6 for 2. I mean, who charges that much for a commonest junk food? Francisca, if you want one, all you have to do is buy one for yourself. I'm working right now. It won't do for me to eat while there's a case to be solved. Ugh. Your idea of working must be vastly different from my own. Okay. What am I supposed to do now? Okay, am I supposed to talk to you? Yes, what is it? Oh, new dialogue. This is a pretty spacious hallway, but it's nothing compared to the ones at home. Indeed, because Mr. Von Karma's house is a bit too spacious. However, even with this much space, there's nowhere for that scruffy face to hide. Well, other than the crime scene just beyond the doors. Francisco, I believe it's much too early to draw any conclusions. It was already proven that Detective Gumshoe was in this hallway the entire time. Now all we need to do is gather more information. And to do that, I'll just have to examine everything I see here by myself. Hallway window. So according to the judge, someone looking through the restroom window that you can see from the window at the end of this hall can see into this hall? What the hell? I wonder exactly how true that statement is, don't you? Well, it is possible to get a pretty clear view of this hallway from that restroom. Is there really a men's bathroom window through the window at the end of this hall? Of course. Can you not see it? Wait. Oh. I demand that you show this view at once. I suppose I should go examine that window once again anyways. Crime scene. We've gathered so much information, but they feel like just random fragments to me. I wonder what really happened here. Random fragments? No matter how unrelated they may seem at first, they might actually fit together somehow. I grow tired of your inner monologue. Say something. Whip. Ow. I'm going to end up in pieces thanks to that whip before I can piece the logic together. Okay, let's present the... That's testimony? Okay. The fingerprints. Okay, Swiss roll. It looks like the Swiss roll was bought from the, from the vending machine in the hallway. I've heard that it is a nice fluffy texture and just the right amount of sweetness, and it's made from all natural ingredients. So of course it's easy to digest as well, or so I heard. Francisca, if you want one, I appreciate it if you would just tell me so. I never said I've wanted one. And besides, if I did, I'd make you prepare me some milk to go along with it. At that time, I hope you will be more direct instead of playing these mind games. Okay, well, let's see. Okay, black speckles. Got it, got it. Yep. Must be kept clean. Okay, the handprint. See if that changes. So the one who stole the bench is gonna be Detective Gumshoe. We know thanks to the fingerprints he left. What a slob, dirty needs a bench like this. This is going to say good thing for me next time we meet. But it isn't me punished enough at everything that's going on, Francisca. Okay. Guess we can look at the ants again. Okay, they're hard at work. Yep. Look at the pink trash here. What is this? Pink color piece of trash made of rubber. Yeah, we're did this already. Please, Francisca, please, just let me focus. Okay, got stabbed in the needles again. Okay, sure. Maybe I do have to piece something together, but that doesn't really make sense to me right now. So let me talk to Detective right here. Let's present some gumshoe fingers. Maybe a Swiss roll might change his mind. Okay. Maybe the testimony. Wait, it's not the testimony. It's annual bonus? Okay, I think I have to logic something together. Alright, let's see. I'll do another save, maybe. I already checked this area, but it never hurts to take another look. Okay, I think that means I'm absolutely done with the vending machine. Maybe the forensic guy. Anything? Nope. Okay, you? This $5, just come on. Drinks? I suppose not. Okay. Yeah, let me just save. So, kit. Okay. Let's see. In the lobby number 2 window. No humans can climb through these barred windows. The scent of flowers in the air. Potted cactus sitting on the hallway's windowsill. It's dangerous. Its needles are dangerous. Piece of pink trash found on the windowsill of a hallway window made of rubber. Rubber? Something popped it? Like a balloon. Oh, is this a Kay's balloon that we saw in the beginning? That popped on the cactus? Okay, alright, I got it. I was gonna do the window and the cactus because since, you know, the scents of flowers, but I guess cactus aren't technically a flower, it's a plant. Alright, you know, whatever. This pink rubbery substance, I saw this in a different form earlier today. I believe this is a piece of a popped balloon. I suppose that's possible. The balloon probably got a little too close to our friend, the windowsill cactus. That would be the logical conclusion, yes. Balloon piece. Oh! Yes! I believe I now have a very firm grasp on what happened here. Well, I do too. That's cute. Alright, Francisca. Would you care to share what conclusions you come to? Why should I do that? We're still in the middle of a competition, you know. You should be checking to see if your conclusions are wrong first, so you go ahead. It's almost cute that she's going this far to ensure that she wins. Almost. Very well, but first we need to pay His Honor a visit to correct his testimony. Blessed here, you fucking old man. You better tell us Dun, dun, dun. Nice little remix theme here. Oh, I need to charge my thing before it dies. Where are we at? Oh, we're at 2 hours. Cool. Let me just finish out this little segment then. Your Honor, if I may, I'd like to test your witness testimony to see how it stands up.
Do you doubt me? Am I your new suspect?
Damn, I lost the voice again. In a sense, I suppose you could say that. Even you, a judge, is nothing but a common witness before the Von Karma. I'm so burpy, I'm sorry. So much water and air.
Silence in the courtroom! Silence, I said!
Mr. New Prosecutor recommended and Miss Successor Act. You bit your tongue again, didn't you? Damn. Why can't they let me read that?
As a defender of the law, I could never give false testimony. You can even place me under oath if you want.
Very well then. Your testimony, if you please. Damn, we're going to an argument right now? Oh, we're at the 2-hour mark. Well... I think... Damn. Well, 2 hours is 2 hours. I am in no rush to beat this game. Alright then. That will be it for today's video. Made a lot of progress into this case. We know that Gumshoe ate a Swiss roll, and that's about it. Oh yeah, and Edgeworth got kicked in the balls, so that was pretty funny too. Man, Edgeworth and Francisco are so cute together. Come on, that's like a real brother-sister relationship right there. That's, oh my gosh, it's awesome. I love it. I love it so much. Okay, so yeah, that'll be it for today. And next time we'll be going into the judge's testimony and make him look stupid. So yeah, see ya.